Hey everybody, Mark here, Regional Sales Representative for HJC Helmets and Sullivan's Distributing. Sullivan's is the leading distributor of HJC helmets in North America. I'm here at Diamond Motorsports today along with Stuart Kraus, your General Manager.
How you doing?
And we're here today to break down for you the new for 2012 HJC RPS-10 in the Ben Spies replica graphic. This helmet was a crowning achievement for HJC. It's their entry into the premium helmet market. They started with an all-new shell, comprised mainly of a matrix they call premium integrated matrix. It's basically carbon, Kevlar, and fiberglass. It's a hand mold shell. It's laid, each piece is laid in an individual strip in a certain way in order to make that shell light, strong, and safe.
I hear there's 6 people in the country that are certified to lay that mold.
That's correct.
Actually apply those fabrics in the order and the direction that they need to be laid to get the strength and the lightness out of this helmet. They actually save, it's like 3.5 ounces or something just in the shell itself, which is pretty incredible. Yep. That's a lot of weight when you talk about just a shell.
Yeah, it really adds up. It's the lightest Snell 2010 helmet on the market. In a size large, it comes in at a little under 3.2 pounds, which is super lightweight for a helmet that's Snell 2010 in that particular size. They did a fantastic job with it. They did a lot of work with Ben Spies, obviously by nature of having his helmet here as a replica. Ben is a MotoGP rider. He's also a World Superbike champion, and HJC asked him to step in and help out with the development of this helmet, and I think they came up with a great product. I happen to wear one, and I think Stu, you wear one of these as well.
I wear
correct?
one too, yeah. Excellent helmet.
They did a fantastic job.
You mentioned that lightweight. I noticed that at the end of a long day, you don't have that fatigue in your neck from holding the helmet up.
Correct.
And I know they developed a separate wind tunnel just for this helmet.
That's right.
And you feel that at speed even out on the road, you know, not even Ben Spies speed, but you know, going down the road at 55 or 60 miles an hour, the helmet just feels really well and planted on your face. It's not moving around.
Exactly.
You can turn your head and it doesn't want to jerk you around or anything. Just very impressive.
They did a lot of work. The wind tunnel was great for them because they can actually achieve race speeds and see what the helmet will actually do at race speeds. And if the helmet is safe, stable, quiet, and it vents well at race speed, it's going to be fantastic for you on the street.
Right.
So everything about the helmet was developed around what they learned in the wind tunnel. From the center lock shield system, which was actually kind of demanded by Ben. He actually was looking for something that would lock securely and not move, because I think that you had said that he had a problem.
He had some issues with some old helmets he was wearing. Actually, at those speeds, when he would turn his head, the wind would catch the side of the shield and pick the shield up. Right. Which, you know, those guys need to concentrate on what they're doing. He didn't like that at all, and that's why they came up with this secured lock system. It works really well.
That gives you, it's good enough that it's locked down completely right now, and it seals out wind, it seals out rain, it's going to seal out noise. It really locks securely. And when you flip it open, just that little bit gives you just a little bit of airflow. If you need a little bit maybe to clear your shield, or you just want a little bit of extra air to come inside while you're riding, it gives you just a little bit. And it works with the front vent right here in the front of the helmet. It's a positive open and close on the front of the helmet, and that also pulls air into the helmet and up the front of the shield and helps keep the shield clear.
It's also impressive how easy this shield comes off.
It's incredible.
And I have like all thumbs when it comes to replacing shield, and this is simple.
This thing is super easy. Bring the shield all the way up to the top, and there's a lever right here. My finger is. You pull that lever back, shield pops off. It's that simple. And pop it back on, line it up, pops right back in. And there's another thing that's really cool about the shield too. I'm going to pull the shield off completely here for you. The shield is what they call pin lock ready. And what a pin lock does, pin lock will completely fog-proof the shield. This is technology that was developed actually in Holland. And if you've ever been to Holland, you know it rains a lot, and fogging on your helmet shield is a big problem. So they've come up with a product called pin lock. And what a pin lock is another small little shield that actually has a sealant on the inside that presses up against this shield on the inside and fog frees the shield. It's like a dual lens if you ever rode motocross
He's tried off-road and he had a dual pane lenses,
yes.
And that made a huge difference.
Huge difference, completely waterproof.
So that's basically what that does. I never used that online.
That's exactly what it does. And there's a pin here and a pin here, and what it does is it pops in, locks down on your shield, you center it, and it stays there. Wow. Doesn't move. Works fantastic. I use them. I really, really like it.
Now, can you get those in different shades and things, or are they just clear?
Well, on the RPS-10, what they did was they give you a different color shield. So your main shield, this shield is going to be you'll either get the clear or the smoke, dark smoke. I use a dark smoke shield on my helmet, and then you'll put a clear pin lock on the inside.
Gotcha. Okay.
On the other HJC helmets that use the HJ09 system, which is a little bit different, same principle, a little bit different, the shield remains clear, and then you use a different colored pin lock insert to get the different colors. On some of my other helmets, my older HJCs, I have a dark smoke pin lock insert that I put in my other helmets. But a great system overall, works really, really well, very effective, and completely fog frees the shield. And just like that, we're back on, and we'll close.
Lock in.
Did an incredible job. And again, we'll go back to the wind tunnel. We'll talk about the venting a little bit on this helmet. In the wind tunnel, they developed the helmet. When you look at the helmet from the side, and it's sitting on the shelf in the dealer, and you look at where these vents are, and you're thinking, well, man, that's not really going to pick up a whole lot of air. But then you think about it, when you're riding your motorcycle, and this is they learned in the wind tunnel, your head's kind of tilted forward. Now, look at the position of the vents, and it puts it in the proper position for picking up a ton of air. Okay, so with these vents wide open, in the riding position, you're getting a ton of airflow. And what these vents do is the airflow comes through here, and there's going to be a couple of holes in the front. Get to the interior. You're going to get a couple of holes in the front, but there's also, and we can zoom in on this, there's also channels inside on the EPS liner. And you can see what happens is the airflow comes in, and the air works through those channels. A lot of helmets, they'll put a couple of holes in the helmet, you put your helmet on, and then all of a sudden you're blocking off all the airflow that comes through without the channels. With the channels, keeps it up off your head a little bit, the air gets to flow over your head. Again, one of the few helmets I've ever worn that you can literally feel the air flowing over. Now you get all this air into your helmet, you got to get it out. So what HJC did, they gave you 4 exhaust vents. You got 2 up here, and then there's 2 right underneath here. Works awesome.
What Mark said is absolutely correct. You can really feel a difference in the way these are adjusted. I like the way they have the little knobs here that are kind of curled, and you can actually, easy to adjust with your gloves. They actually have 7 positions, individual indents that you can feel when you're turning them, even with a gloved hand. And you can tell the difference from one position to the next as you feel more air come through the helmet. Did a remarkable job there.
Pretty incredible. And with that airflow, you've got this really nice interior. Okay, the interior is made of a product called Silvercool. And what Silvercool is a lot like Coolmax. It's moisture wicking, it's antimicrobial, it's also odor resistant. And what they've done with this Silvercool, it's actually called Silvercool Plus. And Silvercool Plus is actually ginkgo coated. And ginkgo is what they use to help with the odor and keep everything nice and clean and fresh for you. You're out on the road with your buddies for a few days, and you're riding, it's hot. You know, the helmet can get a little sweaty, get a little stinky, get a little smelly. And
Mark's does, mine doesn't.
Yeah, well, I'm perfumed. It helps eliminate those odors. It helps to keep the helmet fresh. They also infuse this liner with silver, with actual silver, and the silver actually helps with the antimicrobial properties of the helmet to help keep it fresh and work well and keeping everything clean. So the helmet liner, working with the ventilation system and the shell, does an incredible job of keeping you clean, dry, and comfortable all day on the bike. The other thing that they did to make this helmet even more comfortable, HJC gave you a chin curtain. The chin curtain is removable. If you don't like riding with the chin curtain, you can take it off. I happen to personally really like riding with the chin curtain. I think, Stu, you like riding with the chin curtain as well?
At first I didn't, because I just wasn't used to it. It's the first time I've had that hat one. Now that I've gotten used to it, even on a hot summer day, I like it. It makes a huge difference in the noise level inside the helmet. I mean, it's the quietest helmet I've ever worn, bar none. I mean, it's no competition when it comes to that. And I think that's a big part of it right there. And with the ventilation system, you think, well, that's going to block air, even on a hot day. Between the ventilation up top and the ventilation you have here in the front, no issues at all.
And the other thing that HJC did on this helmet was they gave you a breath guard. And the breath guard's removable as well. 3 little snaps, breath guard pops right off. I personally am not a fan of breath guards. I don't like them. Some guys love them. It's all a matter of personal taste. But it's there for you. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, you can remove it. The helmet is going to come in the box. You're going to get the helmet. You're going to get a really nice bag. You're also going to get the pin lock insert as well. So it's all going to come in the box from HJC. The Ben Spies replica retails at $549. The other graphics that are available right now are the Patriot graphic and the Magello, both really good looking helmets, and they retail at $449. And then in solid colors, it retails at $349. It's a great piece. HJC did a fantastic job. It is a new player in the high-end helmet market. Come on down to Diamond Motorsports, check them out. They got them in stock. They got professionals here that can size you up, get you fitted properly, and get you on your way. If you can't get into the shop, go to www.ridedms.com. Check it out on the website. Then when you get the chance, come on in, pick up your helmet.
Come on in, we'll get you sized up and find the right one for you. Thanks for watching.